Hi, welcome back. Today we will be unlocking true self-love on the twin flame journey with two powerful practices. So, welcome. This is Anne. I am a certified coach with Be With Your Twin Flame program by El Hari. And today we'll be diving into something that has the potential to shift your entire reality. It is the first step, the foundation, the key to unlocking everything you've been seeking. The twin flame journey, it is powerful, but it's not just about union with another. It is about the union with yourself. It starts with yourself. That's what self-love is all about. And in this video, we'll be going deeply into the concept of self-love. So take a deep breath with me and exhale. So let's create together this space for your transformation. Let's use this time to shift together. As I promised, we'll be covering two aspects, really important aspects of deep self-love, and stay with me to the end because I will have a surprise for you at the end, and I will also give you some practical tools to apply the information, to start applying today the information that we are learning here, because you will learn information that will change your life. So the first concept, it is embracing a loving self-concept. This is truly important and the key to everything. And the second concept, it is about applying the 5 love languages to yourself. So we will discuss these two concepts separately. Let's start with the first one, embracing a loving self-concept. What does this mean? Well, your self-concept is the way that you see and you value yourself. And with a self-concept, you need to always be aware of this duality that is playing out between a fear-based self-concept and a loving self-concept that is based in truth. So the way you see and value yourself, it is the foundation of self-love. Our self-concept can either be aligned with our soul's true essence, or it can be shaped by fear. And we need to consciously cultivate a loving self-concept. That means you need to consciously decide and step into your new self-concept, and in a way almost shift your identity to truly love yourself. You just need to decide who you want to be and start embodying that version of yourself right now. How you do this? You do this through your inner dialogue, where you start using I am statements to affirm your worth. Like, for instance, saying I am worthy of love, I am deserving of love, I fully love and accept myself unconditionally. And in time, this will shift your self-identity to match your desired reality. Over time, the outer reality will realign to match your inner dialogue. So how do you practice a loving self-concept? You practice this by accepting yourself fully with whatever thoughts, feelings, circumstances show up. You stay present with yourself instead of spiraling in the mind with stories, what ifs, comparisons. You simply choose to return to the now, because presence is love, because presence, it's you with you, and that is self-love, you being with yourself. You also practice embodying a loving self-concept by trusting yourself and trusting your soul, and trusting yourself even when you are doubtful. And this is an act of deep self-love, to trust yourself and to stay in honesty with yourself and in integrity and not pretend. The Be With Your Twin Flame course goes deeply with this concept and with the inner part of loving ourselves, not just at a surface energetic level, but at a deep energetic level. And it is teaching you how to deeply love yourself by aligning with your soul energy. You also practice a loving self concept by being in this space of lightness, and being in this space of expansion and of love towards yourself. So you love yourself not just by getting better, but by being willing to stay with yourself and not abandon yourself in judgment or in the things that your mind is trying to tell you. So practicing a loving self-concept and embodying a loving self-concept and embodying this identity is really the foundation of self-love, and it's rooted deeply at a cellular level in us. So it is not just a surface level love that we are accepting by practicing this loving ourselves concept. And if you want to go deeply, like really deeply with this, you can go ahead and check the Be With Your Twin Flame course to learn this process of embodying a loving self-concept to its fullest power. So this is the first part that deals with the inner self-love, and then we will also, in this video today, will be covering a little bit of the outer self-love. We will be looking at the 5 love languages. If you didn't know, there is this book by Gary Chapman about the 5 love languages, and we will be learning today to apply this to ourselves, because the first relationship we have is with ourselves, and the 5 love languages are not just for relationships, they can be the foundation of how we love ourselves. So let's explore first how we apply each love language to ourselves. There are, as I told you, if you have not read the book, don't worry about it. I will give you the 5 concepts of love languages. The first love language is words. If we are in love with someone, we speak nicely, we talk nicely to that person. So using nice words of affirmation as a way to love ourselves is really important. Again, I'm stressing on the importance of using daily affirmations to nurture your self-worth. So you can start with statements like, I accept myself fully, I'm worthy of love. You can write down and journal positive narrative to reinforce your worth in this area. And you just speak kindly, both internally and out loud with yourself. Journal your strengths, your values, your small wins, and shift your narrative towards self-acceptance and being positive. This is the first love language. The second one is the acts of service. Again, if we love and when we love someone, we like to do nice things for them. either if we are a woman or a man, we will do acts of service for the persons that we love. You can do this to show your self-love through nurturing actions like meal preparation, organizing your space, planning ahead, making your life easier in this way. You can carry out meaningful actions like organize your day. These acts show self-care in action. You can nurture your body, your mind, your environment as signals of your self-worth. So these are acts of self-service that you do towards yourself. The third love language is receiving gifts, and again, we all do this for the persons that we love, and we can freely do this and consciously choose to do this towards ourselves and treat ourselves intentionally. So this could mean treating yourself with a small thread, a special candle, a special item that speaks to your growth, or something symbolic, a plant, a book, a course, a nice outfit, or a perfume. It just reinforces the message that you're worth attention and care, and this is really important as a practice of self-love. The fourth love language is the quality time. Again, if we love someone, we like to give them the gift of spending quality time with them. So in loving ourselves, we dedicate time to go inward and to get to really know ourselves. So you are mindful of how you invest your time and your energy, and you remove yourself and avoid exposure to things or people from your life that drain your energy. So as a means of spending quality time with yourself, you can schedule solitude meaningfully. You can have a quiet cup of tea with yourself. You can walk in nature. You can have a solo movie night. You give yourself the gift of spending quality time with yourself and getting to know yourself. You can just go ahead and enjoy a nice dinner just by yourself, and schedule weekly play dates with yourself to nurture your inspiration. You can go and visit a museum or a gallery, or you can explore something new. And just by being present with yourself without distractions, you nurture yourself and you make space in your life for play, for being curious, for spending quality time with yourself and exploring and creating. And you can use this time to reflect, to meditate, basically to connect with your inner self, and to spend time in getting to know yourself to the deepest level possible, the level of yourself. So be intentional with the way you spend your time. The last love language is the physical touch, and again, here, when we love someone, we like to touch them, and we can do the same with ourselves. We can show love to our body by hugging ourselves, by treating ourselves with a gentle care, having a warm bath, a massage, using a comfortable blanket that can remind our body that it is worthy of tenderness. So use the opportunity to hug yourself and promise yourself that you'll be always there for yourself. Because using touch reminds you and your body that you are worthy of tenderness and care. And whenever you use this, there is this bonding hormone, oxytocin, that is released through physical touch and acts of self-care. So you basically learn to love yourself deeper and deeper in this way. This happens also when you speak kindly to yourself or you give yourself a hug. And in these moments, you're literally rewiring your brain for more love. The self talk also impacts the neuroplasticity of your brain. So these are the five love languages. They are really important to apply with yourself, with compassion, and you have a big picture of what things that you can start doing today to treat yourself well and do things for yourself that someone who loves themselves will be doing. And as I promised, at the end I will just give you my surprise to you today. I will just invite you to write a contract, your self-love contract, the contract with yourself, to sign this contract with yourself as a promise that you'll always be there for yourself and love yourself deeply. So either you write, I will challenge you to write your own self-love contract, or I will just offer my version in the description below so you can have it printed on your side, and you can sign it today, and you can put it there and remember this as a promise to yourself. At a later time you can review this contract with yourself. So let this be the first step in starting a really loving journey toward yourself and towards having the best relationship that with yourself. Thank you, and take care.